Hey guys, welcome to Dan on the Grill. Today we're talking about some game day eats. March Madness coming up, so you have to have your recipes ready to go. Today we're doing Cuban sliders. So what's a Cuban? It's a sandwich from Cuba. And it has roast pork, ham, Swiss cheese, pickle, mustard. It's pressed with some butter. It's super good. I love them. So I wanted to create a little game day friendly recipe, making that can serve a lot of people. So we're going to go through what you're going to need to do it. This recipe is specific for the 360 griddle by Cuisinart. So you can't do it unless you have one of those. So go buy one. So what we have is one of my favorite things, King Hawaiian rolls. These make great sliders. This is a 3.5-ish pound pork shoulder or pork butt. I like to tie it up. It's going to promote even cooking and make it nice and easy to slice later on from when you're shingling it onto your sliders. Pickles, dill, have to be dill, don't use sweet. I use these sandwich ones, so they're already flat, which makes it nice and even, again, when you're putting them down on your rolls. You'll need 9 slices of Swiss cheese, 6 slices of ham, butter for the griddle. Like I said, it's buttered and pressed. You need mustard. This is Irish mustard. It really doesn't matter. They tend to use more like a yellow style mustard. I like this because it's a little stronger. It's got a little bit of kick to it, which I like because of the sweetness of some of this stuff. So that's what I like, but feel free to use whatever you want. This is Cuisinart's Creole Mustard. This makes a great roast pork for anything, but specifically Cuban sandwiches. If you don't have this, it is available on Walmart.com, so I recommend getting it. And lastly, again, because it's specific to the griddle, you're going to need a disposable roasting pan to go on top of the surface. So that's what you're going to need to get this recipe done. First step is to get your pork ready for the grill. Now this is going to take anywhere from 8 to 12 hours, or 24 hours is even better. So ideally you want to start this the day before you need it. The longer this sits, sort of with the seasonings on it, the better it's going to taste. The spices are going to really penetrate in there. So I recommend 24 hours. Start it the day before. It's one less thing you have to do the day of the game or the day you need it. So it's a great little make ahead step. So I think probably total you'll use about a tablespoon to cover something that's about 3.5 pounds, and really get your hands in there and rub it into there. Get the salt starting to do its work, bringing all the spices and flavor into the meat. So like I said, just about a tablespoon around. Smell the mustard, so good. Again, this is available on Walmart.com. Cuisinart has a whole line of grilling spices now that are all really good. They have maple bacon and bourbon molasses, and I think there's 6 total. They're all really good, and I recommend going on there and picking some up, especially this one. Really kind of rub it in there. Don't be shy. It's little things like this that separate like good food to great food. It's just getting your hands in there and really rubbing it in. Don't just sprinkle it on the surface. It'll be okay, just not great. Alright, that's good. So what you want to do now is wrap this tightly in plastic wrap. Get it in the fridge. Like I said, 6-8 hours is fine, but if you can go overnight with this, you're really going to notice the difference. So again, wrap it up tight, get it in the fridge, and then we'll get this back out and show you the next steps. Pork's done. Took about 3 hours on the griddle. Again, indirect heat on there, and you can see it got some good color. So I let it rest for at least 20 minutes so the juices don't kind of run out when you go to slice it. But we're ready to go. So we're going to slice these probably into like 1/4 to maybe 1/2 inch slices. tying it together really kept its shape and how even it's cooked and how easy it is to slice. So I recommend doing that. Again, you don't have to, but it really makes this part a lot easier. All right, so there we go. All right, now this is the reason why I wanted to specifically use these King Hawaiian rolls, and the main reason is they're together. They're stuck together, so you can kind of build one big sandwich and then cut in between all these lines later on. It really helps the building of these things and the speed. So now we're going to construct it. We're going to construct it on the sheet pan so we can bring it out, but then the sheet pan is actually going to act as the weight as well. So it's got two purposes. So the first thing we're going to do is I like to layer the pork first. One more there. All right, and next is the ham. Cheese. Last piece. Pickles. Again, you can see this is why I chose these ones. There we go. And then the last thing we're going to do is actually put mustard now on the top. I'm going to carefully put it back on top. There. So do that. Give it a little press. So this is ready to take back out to the griddle. Make sure you bring your butter with you because you're going to butter the griddle before we put these down. We're back in. You can see they're nice and golden brown. Obviously the griddle helped with that, but these are the King's Hawaiian rolls. So there's a little bit of sugar in the dough, which helps that caramelization happen on top. Another reason why I really like to use those for these. So you have your guides. So now is when we're just going to cut through your little grid here, and all that work of putting together your sliders is gone because you can do it all just right now with these cuts. All set. Here we go. They're perfect. You can see the layers of the pork, ham, pickle, mustard. You get nice browning on both sides. Not a traditional Cuban, but great for game day. So follow me on Dan on the Grill for more recipes like this. Get on Walmart.com to get Cuisinart's line of seasonings because they're fantastic. We'll catch you guys next time.